Hi, my name is Stepan Ivanov, and I'm a postdoctoral researcher from the Communication Software and Systems Group of Watford Institute of Technology. Thanks very much for the introduction. And today I'm going to be talking about the precision agriculture and precision farming, a topic that's become quite prominent in our research agenda over the last few years. So historically, in Ireland, agriculture has been a very important industry, and to drive this industry for the Department of Agriculture, they have set out a very ambitious program, Food Harvest 2020, and the program has a unique vision of driving the industry forward, and the vision aims not only to increase the actual production of the agriculture, make it more sustainable, but make the agriculture smarter and greener at the same time, which is a very difficult task as in any industry. Once you try to expand it, you become less greener. So that's definitely a problem in agriculture, and sustainable green food production, that's one of the key goals. So one of the ideas of how to do that is through the use of ICT, and that's where that's where you try to make your agriculture smart, and that's where you try to bring in extra knowledge from another area into the agriculture. So I suppose when it comes to the precision farming, often internet technologies, ICT, are associated with the buzzword of the Internet of Things, and that's basically an area of ICT where you try to develop sensors, actuators, all different gadgets that will help the user to get better control, better monitoring of what happens in your actual target area. So in agriculture, that will be a farm, or that will be say a slaughterhouse or a cage or something, or anything like that. So at the moment there is a large number of different silent solutions that farmers are trying to deploy on their farms, and they're trying to use, and some of those solutions are great for specific purposes. For example, if you want to measure grass growth, or if you want to measure your soil nutrients, you can do that, and that all could provide you quite a lot of information. At the same time, once you want a comprehensive understanding of what really goes on the farm, you have to install quite a number of these solutions, and managing and dealing with those solutions becomes very difficult. So the overall idea is to build an overall system that will bring all those silent and individual solutions together, form an environment that will be easy to control and easy to use for the farmers. So at the moment, the use of ICT and the Internet of Things technologies on the farms is quite limited due to various reasons. However, in future, this use will grow, and with the growth of this of the use of the ICT technologies, will grow the amount of data that will be generated by the ICT on the farm, and managing this actual data for the farmer will become quite difficult as well. So the farmer will not only need to harvest the data, but then they'll need to gain the insight and understanding of what the data tells him. So in essence, the farmer would need to convert the data into knowledge or into information, and that will be quite difficult, considering that there will be multiple solutions deployed on the farm, and all of these solutions will be generating quite a large amount of data. Say if you have your soil monitor, then your soil monitor will be generating say your soil measurements every 15 minutes or so. But if for example, if you have cattle on the farm and you'd like to learn their mobility patterns, then then the generating of these data will happen at much higher frequency. So in TSSG, we're looking at how to build these IoT platforms and how to build these IoT solutions for agriculture. And we're applying our model of innovation. And our model of innovation has three major pillars: basic research, applied research, and commercialization. So that's when we're trying to bring the science, the engineering, and the entrepreneurship together to form a new ecosystem that will drive the agri-ICT sector forward. In the TSSG, we have quite a broad spectrum of expertise, and our expertise strays from the sensor networks, infrastructure, and the devices the Internet of Things devices that you would be, that farmers in the future would be actually using on their farms towards towards management of these devices, gathering and collecting information from this data, treating the data, and on top and essentially building specific data services on top of the data harvested and collected from the IoT devices. We've had quite good experience in other areas, including healthcare, social and security, environmental protection, and others. So now we're taking our knowledge to the area of agriculture. So overall, we're trying to create a holistic solution that would not only bring individual IoT devices together, farm IoT together, but will also cover a number of key stakeholders in the area of agriculture. So we're trying to build a system that will cover all of the farming activities coming from farm to fork. So you'll be covering your farmers and other food producers, feed manufacturers, and other agricultural components, especially smart cooperatives. So this slide, I suppose, this slide originated when we first started moving into the area of agriculture. And the first sub-area in agriculture where we moved in, that was dairy farming. So here on this slide, we present a holistic system that would cover cost management, disease management, environmental management, grassland production, milk production, and feed management. So all of these areas necessary and important in the area of dairy farming. So overall in agriculture, we have three big projects, which are our agri flagships. So the first our project is called Precision Dairy Project. That's a project when we're trying to build a holistic solution specifically for dairy farms, where we concentrate only on the IoT devices that will be deployed on dairy farms. The idea is to build an innovation ecosystem where multiple heterogeneous devices will be deployed on farms. Then information from these devices will be harvested by a separate analytics engine where the data will be analyzed, and the results of the analysis will be fed further to the partners of the dairy farmers as well as the dairy farmers themselves. So that will facilitate the exchange of data between the farmers, their partners, say government agencies or dairy processors, and other farmers. So the other project that we run within TSSG is Smart API project. So this is a platform that has been developed together with Chagas, Mid-Air, and ICBF. And the idea of this project is to is to look closely into the diversity of the data and into the insight that you can gather from this data. Again, the project concentrates on the dairy sector, and the idea there is to see how can you use different types of data available at this stage to gain knowledge about milk production across a specific region. So, as I said here, we use different dairy data, which includes genetics from ICBF, weather data from Madeira, and other types of data provided by Chagis. Another area of agriculture that we pay particular attention is aquaculture. And in the aquaculture, we build a solution that will bring diverse data across different aqua farms, say fish farms or other types of farms, and allow people to extract meaningful information from that. So essentially, more data you have, more problems you have. Data is useful, but it's not useful when there's too much of it. So you don't need data, you need knowledge, and AquaSmart, that's a solution that will let you bring all of the data from the aqua industry together, so then you can further analyze it and make your own decisions. And so this is the last of our flagship projects in the area of agriculture. So so overall our motto is to deliver science to shape future, and in this case we're trying to shape future in agriculture, and we're trying to move forward in that area. Thanks very much. If you have any questions, I think I have a few minutes left.
Thanks very much, everyone. So that finishes up our morning session for sustainability. Back here at 1:20 for the afternoon session, and there's a couple of really interesting talks, so be sure to make it back.